Hey, chippies! This is Psychic Bob. I tell you, it's so wonderful to be back with all of you. You guys have been so wonderful. I want to say thank you to all of you who have been coming out to my recent horoscopes. My horoscopes blog, you can get that now 7 days a week. I'm doing horoscopes every day for you guys. And you can go over to my website to www.robert-hickman.com. I'll put the links in the box below. But go over there, check out your horoscopes, and leave me a comment on the blog, and subscribe to the blog. It's free. It's a wonderful way just to get a little psychic help every day. Just a little snapshot of the energies, the planetary and star energies that are working for you. And so I hope you'll go over there and be part of our blog. We've been having a lot of people come out, and it's been wonderful. And I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you who've been supporting it. So this is great. Well, I tell you, today I'm in just such a psyched mode. It's Monday. And, I found a little treat today. I was up at the local shopping mall, and I found me a little piece of jewelry. Check this out. I got a beautiful little turquoise ring in silver. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm wearing that, and I'm loving it. I got my turquoise on. That's going to be the topic today, turquoise. I love this gemstone, and I really don't have a lot of it. It's hard to find, at least in my area. And but I have a few pieces I want to come here and share with you. So you see my new ring that I got. Beautiful, kind of a greenish blue. Turquoise is a wonderful stone. It has a lot of different colors. And this is a pendant that I have that's done in silver. And you can see. Now this has veins in it of brown. Sometimes you'll have turquoise that'll be solid and plain. Usually has little fine hairline fractures in it. And these are the veins of copper that are in turquoise. Really lovely stuff. Here, hold on, let me show you. This is one of my bracelets as well. I bought this bracelet at the Witch's Almanac. So if you like this is the Witch's Almanac bracelets. They're not expensive. This is turquoise chips. But turquoise, as you can see here, has a lovely blue to green, bluish green color. Now some turquoises are more blue and some are more green. Like this ring actually is a little more green. This bracelet is a little more blue. So you can see. But it's just a beautiful stone. Now, it's very interesting because the formula around turquoise is very interesting. I love to study the chemical compositions of gemstones because there's a whole story inside of each stone. And the chemical composition is copper, aluminum, it's got phosphate and oxygen, it's got hydrogen and water. And the name of the technical chemical name is hydrated phosphate of copper and aluminum. That's what makes up the turquoise. So it's basically a form of copper that's bonded with phosphate and water molecules. You could think of it as kind of wet copper. And that's what gives it, that copper element's what gives that beautiful rich blue green color. And I love it. And the name turquoise is so interesting because it was named from the Turks. And it originally was mined in Turkey and also in Persia or modern day Iran. And these are still very large producers of the world's turquoise. So these are the areas where some of the finest turquoise comes from. But also, might I say, for those of you in the United States also has a rich mining area of turquoise, and that's in the American Southwest, particularly the states of Arizona, New Mexico, and California. So if you love turquoise, those are the states where you can buy some wonderful stuff. And I can tell you, I've been to New Mexico. My brother lives out there. And the Native American turquoise jewelry is really spectacular. Usually they set it in silver. In fact, that's where this one came from. It's a Native American piece from the Southwest. But it's just beautiful. I'm just a big fan of it here. Maybe you can see it's a little hard to see against the background with my shirt. So, but there you go. You can see it against a more neutral background. Isn't that lovely? But yeah, so this is a stone that is found, as I said, in Turkey and Iran, and also in the United States. So I really like it. You know, Interestingly, on the Mohs scale of hardness, the Mohs scale of hardness rates gemstones from 1 to 10. Turquoise falls in around 6, so it's according to whatever, just a little harder than window glass. It's not a particularly strong stone, but it's not necessarily weak either. So with your turquoise, with your jewelry, be careful that you don't hit it up against stuff, because if you do, it can crack and shatter. So it's not as hard as like the diamonds say. Okay. Now, what's wonderful is this is a great gemstone if you want to bring peace into your life. Turquoise is known as the gemstone of tranquility, and some of its properties are that it soothes the mind, it soothes the emotions. So if you have somebody in your life, or even yourself, if you're highly nervous, highly strung, a spaz, kind of like I get sometimes, you should wear turquoise. In fact, I need to be wearing turquoise because you know how spastic I get. So this is a good stone to balance the emotions, balance the nervous system. It's interesting because it's also considered a purifying stone. This stone helps purify toxins from the body. And if you're somebody who has liver issues, wear turquoise. It helps draw poisons and toxins out of the body, especially if you've had a heavy night of drinking. Turquoise is maybe a good stone to cure a hangover. But really, for people who have ongoing chronic issues like hepatitis or liver disease of some sort, or jaundice, wear turquoise. Wonderful purifying stone. Interestingly, it also has said that it helps stop bleeding. So if you have an injury, if you put it on it or near it, supposedly it slows the blood. It also generally overall purifies the blood of people who wear it. So if you have toxins in your body, you're detoxing, definitely, consider a turquoise. One of the other things about this stone is very nice is that it also is a stone of romance. And it's if you have your eye on somebody special and you really want to move that relationship along, you might want to give your partner turquoise. It's known to stimulate the heart and encourages emotional bonds between people. And if you're somebody who has a partner who's got a little bit of a roving eye, get them turquoise. That will focus their eye on you, and they won't be a trouble. So it's wonderful. A lot of witches I know love turquoise because they believe that it's also protective. It deflects evil, and turquoise is often worn in pendant form, such as my pendant here, over the heart chakra for increasing, of course, emotional bonds, but also protection against the evil eye. So if you feel there are people with malevolent energies, put on a turquoise, a pendant, or even a ring, and you will have protective power. It's an interesting stone because it's an opaque stone. And in fact, I'll put some pictures of turquoise up here in its raw form for you to see. So as you can see, when it comes out of the ground, it has that beautiful blue-green color. And it's an opaque stone, meaning that it's not transparent, it's solid, and but it's still a lovely stone. Not all gemstones are transparent. Turquoise happens to be one that is opaque and is still loved by people the world over. It's also, as I said, set in jewelry. And let me put some jewelry pictures up here for you so you can see some other examples. So that jewelry is absolutely beautiful. And, I would encourage you guys, if you're, working on attuning to being more centered, more grounded, turquoise is a good stone. For those of you who are doing magic, not only is it good for love magic, It's wonderful for attuning to weather magic. It's said to rule the sky, and people who use turquoise supposedly gather the power to command the winds, and it also protects one from lightning. So, of course, I wouldn't go stand in a thunderstorm and just say, well, turquoise will keep me safe. But traditionally, it is believed to help deflect lightning, though I'm not up to trying that. But I do believe that for people who do magic, it does help you attune to that air energy. It is the sky. And the Native Americans, love it because it's like represents the sky for them. And it's considered very sacred. It's like an elemental energy stone. So wonderful, wonderful stone. So anyways, also this is a wonderful gemstone for people that are under the sign of Pisces. It's known to be a stone for Pisces. And also interestingly, I read in one location that it's connected. It's also considered a stone for Aquarius, which actually makes sense to me because Aquarius is an air sign. So Pisces, though Pisces I believe is a water sign, but anyways, I guess it's similar to water and air. It's kind of a combination stone. Technically, though, it is more of an air stone, but it's said that Pisces resonate to turquoise. And I think that's because it deals with the emotions and the heart, and Pisces are very in tune with that heart and emotional energy. And Aquarians, they're the air sign. They think the intellect. So this will stimulate your thought processes, your intellect, and it will help you be in touch with your emotions. So wonderful balancing, really, if you think about between the head, which is air, and the heart, which is water. So the water and the air elements are both in turquoise, and it balances both of those chakras. So I think it's very, very fascinating. Anyways, I just want to come here, share some thoughts with you about turquoise today, show you my new ring. I'm just so excited about it. It's lovely, isn't it? And I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you think about turquoise? Have you ever worked with turquoise? Have you ever worn it? What's been your experience with this beautiful, mystical gemstone? Why don't you tell me in the box below? Well, guys, listen, I am so glad you're here. And, since we were just talking about Pisces and Aquarius, don't forget to go get your free daily horoscopes today over at my website at www.robert-hickman.com. When you go there, you'll see the horoscopes tab at the top of the website. Just click on it. It'll put you right at my blog. Anyway, so tell me today in the box, what do you think about turquoise? Have you worked with it as a healing stone or as a magical stone? I'd love to hear your experiences. Well, guys, I am so glad you're here. And listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. Tomorrow's Tuesday, and you know what that means? Messages from the spirit world. So you don't want to miss it. But also remember, if you don't get a message from the spirit world, you still got your daily horoscope as well. So you can get a little help from Psyche Bob every day. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, I love you guys. Thanks for all your support. Thank you also for coming out to yesterday's video on Lord Jagannath, the Lord of the Universe. If you didn't see that, check it out. It's the video right before this one in the queue, and you can definitely get your information on the gentle, loving form of the Lord. Anyways, hope you'll enjoy it as well. Thanks for being here, guys. Give me thumbs up, like this favorite, hit subscribe, be part of Spirit Channel. We'd love you to be here. Send you guys blessings. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you here tomorrow.